But our next guest says the U.S. is still losing ground while China forges ahead. Join us now, Republican Congressman Adrian Smith of Nebraska. He chairs the Ways and Means Trade Committee. Great to have you on set.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Wow. There's nothing bipartisan in Washington except tariffs.
Tariffs.
What happened?
Well,
where the hell are we?
I think we need to ask ourselves the question, what is the trade agenda right now? We've seen virtually nothing out of the Biden administration. And, President Trump, he introduced some tariffs, but had a much larger, broader trade agenda that helped us move the ball down the field and level the playing field. But clearly, the regulations that President Biden is responding to is the underlying problem as well.
Tariffs typically are not a basic tenet of conservatism, which I'm not really sure I know what it is anymore. I think there's a uniparty. It's like progressivism or something of what I just heard from. Do you know this Orrin Cass character? Are you familiar?
I'm not familiar with him.
Did you hear any of that?
I did.
Is that where the Republican Party and conservatives are in any way, shape, or form? Is that going to be part of the plank?
I would disagree with a lot of what he said. I believe that, especially with this supply chain crisis and inflation, we need to be looking for ways to reduce the cost, not add to the cost.
Who knew Bernie Sanders was the biggest conservative we had in Washington? This is what I need to know, though, Congressman. Suddenly, if the situation calls for tariffs are the only way to do things, it always seemed like in the past we could out-innovate, out-compete. There's dumping, there's things that we don't like, but tariffs were never really a panacea, and now they seem to be from both parties.
Well, I've long said that I'm not a fan of tariffs. They are a tool in the toolbox.
Do we need them right now with China? Does a situation call for it? Strict, tough?
Well, in a silo, if they're siloed, I think they're problematic. What we do need is a broader trade agenda so that we can address our supply chain challenges. We want to increase productivity here at home, and our tax reform of 2017 was very effective, and especially heading into COVID. And so we need to make sure that those policies extend into the future. That's what we are working on right now. 2025 is a huge year for tax policy as the expiration occurs on so many provisions. We need to get things done here and really focus on how can we introduce more productivity, not less.
Well, you're going to need Trump to win the election to keep that going, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Congressman, I think where it gets a little conflated with trade now is the idea that we need supply chain issues. Some of that is are matters of national defense. Mm-hmm. So we look at things a little different than we did pre-COVID. Just the idea that we need a more diverse manufacturing base. We need some things that are produced here at home. And that gets a lot tougher to try and navigate when you start mixing all those issues.
Right. We just passed out of committee the general system of preferences. That's tariff relief that ultimately gives our producers, our manufacturers domestically some relief as they acquire the supply chains that they need, the supplies and components that they need. We shouldn't have policies on the books that make it more expensive for our domestic manufacturers to do business.